Can a guitar solo with nearly no melody still be a good solo? Yes, and Petrucci is teaching you how. Hey Guitar Champion, what's going on? I'm Justin Hornbach, back from my practice cave, and welcome to today's video. Today I want to analyze with you together the solo As I Am from Dream Theater and to find out why this solo is such a great and legendary solo and a good, well-structured solo, even though it has not really much melody to it. Or maybe not too much melody on the first look. But on the second look we are going to realize what kind of really interesting concept and melodic ideas Petrucci has hidden in between those shred lines. If you want to learn that solo note by note and understand how to pick all those shredding licks, then check the link in the description box. There I have for you prepared a full lesson, note for note lesson together with the tabs. Today I'm just going to analyze the bigger picture, the structure of that solo, but if you want to learn it, this is your way to go. So first, As I Am, it is a statement. When we are going back in time to 2003, the whole Train of Thought record was a statement. Dream Theater is now heavy as fuck. And As I Am was the opener of that song. And there, of course, we need a statement, a guitar solo that melted every face away. Now, I started to follow Dream Theater a little bit later than 2003. I started to follow them and to listen to them in 2004 and mainly in 2005, when I was 14 and 15 years old. But I heard rumors from older friends of mine that the first teaser Dream Theater was giving to the audience, to the world of prog, from that new kind of style of Dream Theater was that solo from As I Am, but isolated. You can still find this clip on YouTube. And here we hear the first reason why this is such a great solo, the execution. Of course, it's not a one-take solo. You can hear the cuts, the editing cuts inside of that solo, which is absolutely fine. Playing this solo in one take is not easy, and I can totally understand that Petrucci was saying here and there like, okay, let's restart that phrase, or let's take this kind of lick from a different clip or whatnot. This was peak Petrucci performance. Nearly perfect. Here and there, they shifted a little bit away. You can hear that if you have a certain knowledge when it comes to hand synchronization, but hey, who am I to complain? I could not do it better, probably. The second that we have to acknowledge is the sound. On the Train of Thought record, Petrucci chooses to use a different amp, and from what I've read on several forums, is that he was not using the Mark II C+, or the dual rectifier or the Mark IV, that he was mostly using the Road King series from Mesa Boogie. The sound is really heavy, it has a lot of headroom, it is kinda dry compared to Petrucci lead tone. There is not much delay inside of it, but it screams and it fits perfectly to the overall concept of that record. But now let's get a little bit more into the musical side of that solo, because here Petrucci chooses to do certain things a little bit differently, a little bit interesting. And I especially talk about the way how he constructs certain sequences. So first we begin the solo with a pretty neat blues phrase. Here we see first one thing that is always pretty cool when it comes to Petrucci. He is playing around with the motif, the melody that we create when we're taking a deeper look into the rhythm section of what Jordan is playing in this keyboard, because Jordan is playing something like something like that. And this is basically the same phrase like And now the next cool thing about this solo is that we don't have too much melody, but the bluesy kind of sections are always really inspired by something extremely not shreddy, AC/DC. We have a lot of classic rock, AC/DC, blues kind of licks here. Pentatonic, bluesy, absolutely how I love it. And now we're coming to the first interesting shredding. Here we have a really cool chromatical shredding sequence. So we are going along with certain target notes of the scale, but detached chromatically descending from these notes, like starting on the F, going to E and G flat. So all notes from the F minor scale, but descending after that 3 notes chromatically. Now the next cool thing is how this sequence is structured. It is structured in quarter notes of 3, 3, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And now through the way how we designed those sequences, we create not only a really cool kind of tension, I would even go that far that we create with this some sort of groove. Because in the third bar of that big 4-bar shredding sequence, we are moving from this 6-tablet kind of sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to a double time triplet kind of sequence. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Where we're only playing some interesting note choices, the diminished fifth of F, the fourth, and the third. So we are creating tension through the note choices, really focusing a little bit more on interesting intervals like the flat 5, but also the choice that we're now going double time with the articulation of the sequence. Again, before that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see how the accent shifts. And after this amount of tension, he could easily choose to resolve it into one note, like for example this. Sorry for the little bit sloppy playing here, but this is just for demonstration purpose. Now, but he did not choose to resolve it, for example, here into the fifths. No, he's continuing, and his way of resolving and releasing tension again is by adding another 6-tablet sequence to it. This one here. Here now we're going back from that double time feeling to a 6-tablet feeling, but we have a repeating pattern. We would create more tension when we, for example, take this pattern and moving it up horizontally. For example, like this. Something like this, just totally improvised. But this would be too much tension. And by going back into the 6-tablet feeling with a repeating pattern, we create this, oh yeah, kind of feeling. I always have this look on my face when I listen to that phrase, because it's tension, 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 even more tension, even more tension. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, gnarly. And then releasing the tension. After that, we have again some really cool blues phrases. With some sweeping inside of it. Really interesting kind of pentatonic sweeping. I've explained this one more in the lesson that you can download for free. And then we're going to the next big shred sequence, where we're taking advantage of that same philosophy like in the first shred sequence. This time, melodically speaking, a little bit more inside of the scale. We are mixing a little bit between the F Ionian and the F Dorian scale, but we have the freedom to mix it up a little bit because of the background that we have by the riff, which is played by Jordan. But from the inner kind of structure, we have the same philosophy. An ascending build-up. And after that build-up, we are creating more tension by something really cool. First, we are moving along horizontally. And then we have one of the coolest sections of that solo. Now here, he is building up tension. And again, here he could have made the choice to resolve it like this. But no, he chose to do even more shredding. Hell yeah! He's taking this kind of melody and transform this melody, and this is the perfect proof that you can have a huge amount of note, a huge density of note, and still can listen, but still be melodic. You don't have to play it like this. You could play it like this. This is something that I always say in my lesson when it comes to how to build up a solo, how to create a solo. Is that you can take a melody and that you can take more out of a melody. You can produce a sound around that melody. In this case, Petrucci chose to make this kind of bluesy-esque tension and this bluesy kind of sound. Because now we are as well in the second part of that solo, a section that is now in C minor. Instead of F minor. And here the riff itself, it's really bluesy with a flat 5. Going to the 4th and to the 3rd and so on and so on. So he chooses to have certain blues intervals in his shredding as well. Together with this really cool stretch. That is even bigger here because I play this on a standard tuned guitar, like the lessons as well on standard tuned, and not on a guitar in C standard where the stretch would be here. Which is a little bit easier for the left hand. But anyways, doesn't matter. It's still a lot of fun to play. And here we have rhythmically again another cool thing, another groovy thing, because again we're starting off with this double time kind of feel, tripling feeling vibe. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 and now we're going back to 6 tablet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the same effect like in the first phrase where we're going from this triplet feeling to the 6 tablet feeling. And we end that solo with some really cool AC/DC inspired blues licks. And then a Paul Gilbert inspired fusion out of a speed picking and a pull-off lick. And by having that mixture, that fusion out of picking and pull-off, we have that really cool accentuation in our lick. You can really hear the kicks of the right hand while he's doing alternate picking, and then the little bit wider dynamic that we have when we're using pull-offs. So for me, this solo is a perfect demonstration to showcase that you can have energy, that you can have tension, that you can have groove, that you can lose a pick, that you can have groove and melody, even though when you have a high density of notes, even though when you have a lot of notes and a lot of shredding into it. And the most important thing, this is a really cool solo we can showcase that you can have a lot of feeling inside of these kind of solos as well. Because here the feeling is, fuck all of you, I'm going to shred your face away. And Petrucci definitely did this with that solo. And again, if you want to learn it, then I highly recommend to check this one out, because especially for speed picking and shred beginners, this can be a really helpful solo to get certain licks under your fingers. Then click the link in the description box. There you will find the tabs and the free lesson of this solo. And if you really want to improve with your shredding, then check out the ZEN of Speed Picking as well, my big online masterclass about speed picking. More about that in the description box. So much about this little video. I hope that you like this analysis of this Petrucci solo. Write in the comments of which kind of shred solos you always wish to have an in-depth analysis. And maybe I'm going to do this in the future, because I really like to do this kind of stuff. And if you like this channel, then feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave a like and a comment. And I hope I'm going to see you in my next video. Cheers and power your progress.